I sincerely want all of you to know that we are all here to support you as much as we can during this transition. And if there's anything else that you need, then do let us know as well.
So, I have news that I don't want to share with you, but I have to.
Okay, I'm prepared.
And this is why I was telling you yesterday all the things that I said, which 100% are true. I am so proud of you and the work that you've done. As part of a company-wide restructure, we have to eliminate certain roles, and unfortunately, your role has been affected. Really enjoyed working with you, and like I've said 100 million times, I feel like a proud mom, like seeing you blossom and turn into this wonderful teammate has been nothing short of a true pleasure.
I don't ever look at things like this as like it's happening to me, it's more so happening for me.
Yeah. So again, I'm sorry. I know you're an optimistic person, so it sucks. I'm sorry.
It's all a part of the process. Good to me. I've learned so much. Obviously, like I'm sad to like part ways with the people that I met here, but I don't necessarily have to part ways. I can still talk to them. This might just be that final step that God's like, okay, you're gonna go all in. You need to go all in. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Alrighty. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
See, a lot of y'all are asking the wrong question. If you haven't seen yet, a lot of major U.S. companies are starting to lay off people. Now, my question is, where's the safety net? What are these people to do once they lose their jobs? And for everybody thinking that this is not going to affect them, let me tell you this. It could be you. Nobody is safe right now. Nobody's job is safe from getting laid off. I don't care the amount of time you've been on your job. I don't care the amount of education you have. Nobody is safe. So instead of judging people for not having the right education, for not choosing the right job, let's start putting out resources and helping everybody that is getting laid off, okay? But y'all be safe out there. It's getting weird.
Over the past week, there have been multiple announcements about mass layoffs and organizational restructuring, from Amazon announcing they're laying off 14,000 corporate workers, the CEO of YouTube stating that employees can voluntarily exit and they'll be given a severance. The dominant narrative is that this is the beginning of AI automating roles, and that's not really true. AI is involved, but not for the reasons people think, and it's really important we understand what's happening, because the fate of any particular job may have nothing to do with whether AI can complete it, because the truth is AI isn't capable of automating most jobs, especially not thousands of jobs. Companies are not laying off workers because AI can do those roles. Companies are laying off workers to prevent getting disrupted by this technology themselves. They are internalizing the disruption and starting to slim down so they can behave much more like a startup, much more nimbly, and they can pivot and adapt and prevent a new entrant from throwing them off their game. For instance, Amazon is looking at AI and wondering, if we were a product of the internet era, what or who could be the next Amazon of the AI age? And it best be us. So we're getting into startup mode and internalizing this disruption ourselves. And we can see this in the statements companies are making. If you look at Amazon's most recent blog post, talk about this being the most transformative technology since the internet, which birthed Amazon, and the need to stay nimble, move faster. And the YouTube CEO talks about something similar, AI being the next frontier. This is a really important signal to identify, because it says a lot about what we can expect from a lot more companies going forward. We worked overnight to get this episode out, where I go in detail about the nuances of what's happening here, but more importantly, exactly what we should be doing in this moment. What should you wake up and do tomorrow to get ahead of?
So I just got laid off from Amazon. I was one of the 14,000 people who got an email at like 4 a.m. saying that your role has been eliminated. So honestly, what am I feeling right now? I'm kind of numb. I'm kind of in shock of just how it was handled, because I literally had no idea. Like literally imagine just waking up one day, it's a regular Tuesday, you check your phone, see what time it is, and you see you got an email that your role is being eliminated. Genuinely, when I saw that on my phone, I thought it was spam, because I'm like, no way, like what do you mean that it's get an email? So I go on my work laptop. I find out I'm locked out of my laptop. And I check my email. I lost access to my laptop. I don't have badge access. I literally haven't heard anything from my manager, hear nothing from my coworkers. And it's just like, you're just locked out. And it's so crazy because, so I was there for only like a little over a year, but I have a coworker who was there. It was going to be his 13th anniversary being there for 13 years. And this is the way that we find out. And it's just kind of like, you, like, oh, like, it's just so crazy to me because, like, you spend so much of your energy at your job, right? And for you to just find out in this way, it's like a very shitty feeling. I'm going to be so honest. It's like, well, what was the point of me doing any of that? And like, as someone who has quote unquote done the right thing, like I'm a child of immigrants, so I had to, like, I chose the engineering route, but I studied engineering in college. I had 4 internships in undergrad. Two of them were in big tech. After graduating, I was at Microsoft and now I'm at Amazon. And it's like, on top of that, never have gotten negative feedback for any of my performance reviews. And it's like, you can do everything right, but at the end of the day, your future is not in your hands when you work for someone. And it's like, it just blows my mind because I feel like as a society, we, especially like when you come from like a family of immigrants, like, you know, work hard to get a really good job, work in corporate, don't do anything risky. And it's like, you do that and you literally have no control if you get a bad manager. You have no control if what you're working on gets deprioritized, or, you know, the company decides to be more lean and make things less bureaucratic. Like, you have no control over that. And like, I feel like I just worked so hard to do the right things, and this was such a huge slap in the face of like, I always had an entrepreneurial spirit in me, and I've always wanted to do that, but like, this experience honestly like is screaming to me that it really, you will never feel safe or secure without you like doing something for yourself. But yeah, so crazy. I'm still processing it, to be honest. I'm just like it doesn't feel human the way that we found out. Like, I didn't even talk to my manager. None of that happened. Like, I literally thought it was gonna be a regular day. I wake up, I'm cut out of everything, and you're just kind of expected to carry on with your day. But yeah, so crazy. I also honestly think everything happens for a reason, and this is a blessing. And anyone who was affected, I think we're gonna be like so okay and so fine. But honestly, like, I think you just need to process what just happened. Yeah.
Look, if you're watching this in the first week of November, this might be the most important video that you'll see all month. Because let's be honest, the world's a little wild right now. People are worried about keeping their jobs, paying bills, and just to make it through the holidays without going broke. UPS, cutting jobs. Amazon, replacing you with AI. Prices are up, benefits are down. And the crazy part, that's just the beginning. But here's what most people don't realize. Every time things get messy like this, brand new kinds of opportunities open up. Not another get-rich-quick trend, not another side hustle that burns out after 30 days. I'm talking about digital systems that work no matter what's happening in the economy. Quiet, simple, and built to last. That's what I've been building behind the scenes. A system that lets you earn online without begging for followers or waiting for the next layoff headline to drop. So before Black Friday hits, don't just plan to spend money. Learn how to make it. Comment below and tell me this. How much extra income would you need before the end of the year to finally breathe again? Drop your number down below. then follow me and click the link in my bio, because while everyone else is panicking, you could be setting yourself up for profit from the same shift that's taken everybody else's jobs.
I just got let go from my job as part of organizational shifts and return to office. As you guys know, I have been a remote employee for the past 5 years, really since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm crying because, not because I'm sad that I got let go. Obviously, the instability of losing an income always sucks. What sucks most about being let go is somebody taking control out of your hands. I always preach internally and here at home that we have got to be the people in the driving seat of our futures, of our careers. And when a company takes that control out of your hands, it sucks, because all of a sudden the plan that you had, the roadmap that you were on board for, is gone. Now you've got to start over. And this is why you've always got to have a plan B, a plan C, and most importantly, an emergency fund. I am incredibly upset and frustrated. There have been several shifts in the company in this last couple of months that I just knew the writing was on the wall, and I knew my time was coming. But the fact that we have an emergency fund, because ultimately that is what matters at the end of the day, is that we have money to pay our mortgage, to pay for our daycare. We have that as a fallback, and I can take time, maybe a week, to just collect my thoughts and put together a strategy for job hunting. Always be prepared for the unexpected, because ultimately companies will always put themselves first. And as much as you want to believe that you're part of the family, you like the people you work with, it's a business transaction. It's a business contract, and you've got to handle it as such. But please know that you are more than your job. You are more than what you do. Have a plan, have an emergency fund. Do not spend more than you need to. Live below your means. We are in strange times. That isn't beside me losing the job, just general messaging. Protect yourselves, treat yourself as a business, and always be looking for better opportunities, because companies would do the same, and they are.
You want to do in your career and your aspirations.
I'm literally shaken.
But having said that, we are all, as difficult as it is, but I sincerely want all of you to know that we are all here to support you as much as we can during this transition. And if there's anything else that you need, then do let us know as well. Given the criticality of cybersecurity in this area and the functions that you do.
So we're calling the meeting today because unfortunately we had to make the very difficult decision to do several layoffs, as we all know, because of the loss of federal funding. So the agency, the admin, had tried to do everything possible in their hands to mitigate the issue and try to work on things, but sadly we do not have the possibility right now to keep you in your current position or offer you a different one at this time.
So, yeah. I know that God is faithful, and He has a plan for me. He has a plan for my family, and everything, I truly believe, happens for a reason. And He's going to provide. I know that He is going to provide, and I'm going to be able to share what He has done for us, what He has done, and what He's going to do for me and my family. So I will continue to post my TikToks, sharing the gospel, sharing how good God is, how faithful He is. And I also just want to say, while I'm here, thank you, because I've grown, in a matter of weeks, almost to 10,000 followers. I want to say thank you to you guys. I know God has something in store for me, and I'm going to continue to say yes.